Hello, hello! Üdv! Hello, hello! Üdv! Hello, hello! Üdv! Lesz.
Hello and welcome, everybody, to Ubisoft Live at E3. I'm Chris.
And I'm Madison. We'll be streaming live from the booth over the next 3 days to bring you the best from Ubisoft's 2019 E3 lineup.
Absolutely. Starting at around this time every day, we're going to be bringing you interviews with the creators of Ghost Recon Breakpoint, Watch Dogs Legion, The Division 2, Roller Champions, and more as we delve into more these games we're showing off here and show you looks that you didn't see at the conference yesterday.
That's right. We'll also be bringing you with us to experience the booth right here on the show floor, behind the scenes, all of the good stuff.
Yeah, we want to give you an idea what it's like to be here, what it's like to be on the show floor, the kind of things you can check out, and just like really get that E3 experience.
Right,
and
from
then,
the comfort of your own home.
From the comfort of your own home. And then, of course, we got to have some competition.
All the competition, show matches.
Show matches for Rainbow Six Siege, Roller Champions, For Honor, Brawlhalla. We've brought in some heavy hitters for all these games, so you're not going to want to miss those.
That's right. So let's take a look at today's schedule.
What are we starting with?
So first up, Roller Champions. We're going to be seeing the game in action. Players are going to go head-to-head. So that'll be right here, right behind me. We've got all of these lovely players who are going to be checking it out.
And so here's the important question for me when it comes to Roller Champions is,
Tell me, Chris.
roller skates or roller blades?
Obviously roller blades.
I mean, it's obviously roller blades.
Obviously roller blades. But I do have a soft spot for roller skates. That was a fond memories of my childhood, so you know.
There's a nostalgia there.
Yeah. What about you, Chris?
I'm rollerblades all the way. I mean,
Rollerblades.
you had living through the 90s, you had to be down with the rollerblades, I feel
All
like.
of them. Afterwards, we're going to be checking out the latest from Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So that'll be a live demo. We're going to be talking about new features, new weapons, all of the good stuff.
You'll be having some drone problems, going to have to take care of those.
Very spicy drones.
Creative ways. And then after Ghost Recon Breakpoint, a Rainbow Six Siege doubleheader, sitting down with the creators to talk about Operation Phantom Sight, the new season coming with 2 new operators, new gadgets, a new map rework, and more. And then a show match right behind us. We've got a show match. The devs have sent some heavy hitters from the development team in Montreal. We've got an all-star team of streamers as well. We're going to face off. We're going to see who comes out on top. All of it casted by Parker Mackay.
I am so excited, Chris. I can hardly wait.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun day. We're so glad you've joined us.
So let's get it started. We've got a trailer from Roller Champions for you right now, so let's roll it.
Let's roll it.
Ez egy Rocket League combo gombó, copy-paste játék. Lehet játszani a Uplay-en.
Oh yeah.
What's going on, everyone? We're at Ubisoft Live at E3 2019, and today, right now, we're talking Roller Champions. I'm here with Stefan Drapeau from the team at Ubisoft Montreal. Stefan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing exceptionally fine.
Yeah.
We are super excited. We revealed yesterday, like, I couldn't be more happy right now.
Yeah, what did it mean to you to get to show off the game at the conference yesterday?
Honestly, it's just like, it was a dream come true. We've been waiting for this for so long, and really, we were so excited because we're not just presenting the game, but we're making it available. You know, people can go right now on Uplay PC and play the heck out of it, so we're super excited.
Yeah, that's true. If anything that we're about to show off looks good to you, head to Uplay right now on PC, download the demo, and try it out for yourself. So Stefan, if people didn't tune into the conference yesterday and all they just saw is that trailer just now, tell them a little bit about what Roller Champions is.
Roller Champions is a crazy new sport. It's a 3v3 game, so a competitive game. You can play it by yourself, and you can get matchmaking against other opponents. Point of the game is just to be, it's a super exciting new sport. So you go up and down the walls of the arena super fast, you will dodge, you will tackle your opponents, you will do all kinds of crazy stuff. And what is awesome about our game is that it's easy to pick up. So people can start to feel really good about themselves in their first match, and as they keep going, they'll just do more and more impressive stuff. So that's what Roller Champions is all about. Pure action, pure fun.
That's awesome. And when's it coming out?
It is coming out early 2020, so right now we're super excited to have people play, and we're expecting to have a lot of feedback from that because we're running towards the release date.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So I think we could sit here and we could talk about it, you know, over and over again, but I think the best way to show it off is to just watch some gameplay. We have some people on the team here that are gonna show us some show matches. We have 3v3 going live right here with the devs, so people who are pretty good at the game, and we're gonna just go through and find out how this game is played.
Oh yeah, so you have the start of the match. You know, every kind of Roller Champions games always start with a little moment that you can roll around the arena and be zen, you know, before the action starts. And then the ball gets unleashed.
Yeah, okay, so the ball gets unleashed randomly, or does one team get it? Is it a coin toss?
There are different spawn points for the ball, because if not, then people would just, you know, converge on one particular spot, and they would just wait for the ball to spawn, which is why we're trying to make it always, you're always moving in the arena, because you never really know where it's going to pop up.
Yeah, yeah. So, break it down for us in terms of, I know Roller Champions is something that's, I played it a little bit yesterday, and it seemed pretty easy to pick up, but then pretty hard to master.
For sure.
What kind of things can players do here?
You know, what is awesome about it is that control-wise and just gameplay-wise, you will...
Picit pauzoljuk, mert Gears 5 érdekesség lesz.
You're running away again, Josh. You're running away again.
I just strafe a little bit. Listen, I just wander. I'm looking for guns, looking for new ammo. Now, when you jump into this mode, precision seemed pretty key.
Absolutely.
Is there a preferred loadout that you have when you're going to roll into a mode like this?
Well, that's what's awesome about Escape is it sort of turns Gears of War's classic formula on its head. Like normally in Gears of War, there's you're equipped with a Lancer, a Nasher, like pistol, smoke, whatever, like a whole get-up to be able to tackle the enemy. While in Escape, because you're going to get snatched, you don't want to look like you're the super soldier, so you've left behind all your guns. All you have is a knife and a pistol with 2 clips of ammunition. So you're going to have to like kill, harvest, scavenge, loot, find all your tools inside the hive. In order
I
to be
just
able to get
imagine
out.
this setup, but they just throw 2 clips and a knife
That's
and a
it.
dream.
Exactly. The dream of freedom.
Also, the guy's pretty ballsy just to kind of go and get eaten by a snatcher. Like we're not like we saw in Gears 4. It's not the thing that I don't know if I'd volunteer myself for.
No, well, all these characters have a unique backstory that makes them, you know, have the right mindset to be able to do this kind of a job. And we've actually got Hivebuster Comics that goes deeper into the characters' backstories.
Oh, what was that? He just pulled out of his throat.
He had
He
like
pulled out
an
a respirator.
oxygen tank.
Yeah, it's like a thing that goes into their throat. It's sort of an adrenaline injector that they've kept on so they're able to survive being potted. And that's the Venom Bomb. So now we've got 60 seconds until it detonates. And in Escape, it's just going, right? So as soon as you hit the X button, the game is going, and it's a rush to get out. So here, what we're seeing is we've introduced a little bit of stealth play into Gears of War. So around the corner is the new enemies, the rejects, which are actually the corrupted DBs from Gears of War 4, where they've been taken over by the swarm hive mind, and they sort of will stay still unless I move too quickly, and then they'll wake up. But luckily, they put their battery pack on the back, and I can take it out.
Nice. Also, I just noticed as well, you did a little ping, like kind of marking the enemies before you kind of push through.
That's right.
How will players be able to do that?
So when you aim at someone, you can click the left stick, and it puts a customized mark on it. In Gears of War 5, we've actually customized all the marks so that you can get them out of as earnable cards or as purchasable marks.
Okay, now so the Venom's triggered. What's happening now?
So you can see the mini-map on the corner here, and I'll just bring up the full map. So you can see on the full map, there's like the Stage 1 Venom, which is the darker gas, and the Stage 2 Venom. Stage 1 Venom is just a gentle reminder that the Venom is coming. So you can see it in the air. There'll be like these little, there's a reject here.
I love these little sentry drones here.
Yeah, you've got to be so careful with that ammo, don't you?
Yeah. So we put a new melee system in as well. So the melee system now in Gears of War has always been sort of that elbow or the elbow smash.
Yeah.
Now we actually have a combo system in there where you can hit B and then do like a 1 strike, 2 strike, and then a final strike. And it has sort of that target lock on to really make a very smooth experience.
Yeah, make it kind of like nice and slick. So how would you get new weapons? Is it just from killing opponents? Are there going to be weapons lying around? Are there going to be crates that you can find?
Right. So rather than having crates, what we do is we have rooms that we call nooks, and in these loot nooks, there's actually
rather than having
there we go
crates.
There we go.
What we do is
That's how you take the battery out with style.
Rooms. So you can actually take them off. Here we go. I'm going to pick up this. I think that he got the hammer burst. Yeah. So I'm going to pick up a hammer burst, but it's only got 34 rounds in it. My ultimate ability, and you can see charging there at the bottom, is the ability to produce ammo for everybody. So that as I get kills,
very crucial feature.
Yeah, as I get kills, that's going to fill up a little bit, and it's also going to keep going over time. Oops. Yeah. So my teammates are going to like scrounge, and if you see a weapon that you don't need, just tag it, and your buddies will pick it up. Now,
okay.
So we just killed a bunch of guys. The Venom's on our tail, and here is a loot nook. So instead of having a chest to break open, what I've got is a little room where I can go in and say, okay, what's all the gear that I can pick up? And they're like some ammo.
So your ammo, once again, you can ping it for your teammates so they can, if they're saying you don't need, you can do it so it doesn't get missed.
Exactly. And so it's all about, as a team, optimizing who goes to which room.
We had to make statistics out of this. Orange team seemed to be always winning, and the blue team always seems to be at a disadvantage when we're doing dev teams.
Interesting. You heard it here first. Everyone play orange because they're overpowered.
Yeah, there you go. Don't play,
So we're going through here. Tell us a little bit about what we're seeing at the top in terms of UI.
So yeah, at the top, of course there's a neon that lights up in the actual game, but the UI on top will also, you see, it just lighted up, boom, it just reset. You will see the progression for your team. So you see right now there's 1/4 of the arena that's lit up for the red, the orange team. They're going to the, no, they just lost it. See, that's what you can keep up with the top UI. You can keep up with who has the ball right now, so which person, you can have their name.
Yeah.
You can have the progression of the lap, so quarter, and then half, and then 3/4, and then full turn. And you'll see the 3 little lines light up progressively as the players do their laps. And the timer, because a game of Roller Champions lasts 7 minutes.
Okay.
And after 7 minutes, if it's a draw, there will be a sudden death mode. So there are 3 minutes of overtime. And during that time, first team that scores will win the match.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, we're seeing the blue team obviously now. They've made it a quarter of the way around, as is indicated by not only the light in the game. Oh, now they just lost it. The orange team has. And so yeah, it seems it's very fast paced in that sense. Like it could all turn on a dime, really.
Exactly. You have those moments that are like dogfights. Usually where the most action is going on is usually at the starting line, where everyone is kind of trying to start the lap, and there's so much tackling going on because everyone knows that that's the starting point, that's the starting line, and the dogfight can go on for about 20 seconds before finally there's an opening, and when there's an opening, boom, the lap starts, and all the players start to disperse to try to either intercept a goal, intercept a pass, do the perfect tackle at the right moment. So there's a lot of depth in that kind of dynamic movement.
Yeah. So I've noticed that the lap starts at the finish line, sort of right where the goal is.
Yeah.
What happens if you're maybe halfway through a lap and the other team intercepts it and they're on the other side of the ring?
They have to go back, and they have to, that's, when you get the ball and how you get to the starting line also changes a lot about the dynamic of the game. If you're halfway through, you can decide to go either clockwise or counterclockwise. The most efficient way to do a lap in Roller Champions is to go counterclockwise, but you can activate each gate any way you want. So you can decide to do the reverse strategy. So start the starting line and then go back, because sometimes the opponents don't really expect you to go clockwise. So it can be a strategy of, yeah, you think I'm going to do the efficient way, but I'm going to do the inefficient way, and you won't be expecting it. So I probably will have the advantage because of that.
But that's only to just really reset the ring, right? You can't score if you're going clockwise, correct?
You can score. I mean, you just have to activate each of the gates. And maybe we're going to see it now that a team has the ball. Hold on. There's a pillar right now that's flashing.
Overtime.
No, because they're a draw. So 3-3.
So sudden death now.
Sudden death. As you can see, the pillar at the start line, boom, it was flashing. The second pillar is flashing right now, and the other pillar is going to start to flash. Basically, the pillars are what activates the part of the neon where you are. Okay. So if Mika would have just turned back, boom, orange wins.
Game.
I told you, orange always wins.
The orange was the comeback.
No, it's just they did
good sportsmanship all around too.
They did really well. But yeah, you'll always get that visual cue of the pillar flashing, and so if you're going clockwise or counterclockwise, as soon as you pass the gate, that next level progression will start to load, and it's much more efficient to go counterclockwise because that's the way the pillars light chronologically. But you can definitely decide to go all the way through and say, okay, and which basically means that you need 3 laps in order to light up 1 lap instead of just doing 1 normal lap.
Yeah, interesting. So maybe that strategy would pay off if the team's not expecting it, but it sounds like it's a lot. It's asking a lot. It's
when you know that the other team is really hard to beat, and you know that you could gain the advantage for at least a 1 lap, 1 score goal. Like right now in the overtime, you could potentially destabilize them and just do that clockwise turn. Yeah. And win the game.
Well, I mean, it's an interesting. If you're going for an unorthodox strategy, maybe that's the way to do it. And we're seeing here the start of a new game here.
Yeah.
We have players coming out of a tunnel?
Yeah. Actually, now,
Cool.
if you've noticed, we changed arena. So we were in Acapulco, the small street side kind of arena. Not many bleachers, not many spotlights, not many bells and whistles. But now we're in Mexico City arena, and that's our big arena. So where there are thousands of fans in the bleachers. And really, it's like our superstar arena. So when you gain fans, because in our game you don't gain experience points, you gain fans. So when you complete matches and when you do stuff that's pretty cool in the arena, you'll gain more and more fans. And when you have too much, you can't keep playing in the little beach side arenas. You have to play in the big stadium, you know?
You can't go blow everyone's minds, you know, pro players showing up at the beach.
Honestly, when you see that arena pop up for the first time, like, you know you've made it. You're the champion.
I think that's what the trailer did such a good job showing off of, you know, going from that small town, you know, Roller Champions arena to the big Grand Pro stage.
Sure.
So is that sort of the progression path you're looking at? You're trying to win games, earn more followers?
You know, our game is all about that kind of dream of becoming the sports legend. So you will start off in the small arena. You will have your own kind of origin story of, I'm just a player. I started playing this game and I really like it, and I only have one fan. It's my mom in the bleachers, you know, and she cheers me on. But as I get better and better, as I complete matches, I get more and more fans, and I become this like legend, this superstar, you know.
Yeah.
That's what we're aiming for.
That's true. But never forget your mom.
Never forget. She will always be there, you know. But at some point, there's going to be more people around mom.
Yeah. Everyone should call their moms. Everyone do that now. But actually, keep watching this.
Yes. Call her as you watch.
Yes. And tell her to play Roller Champions.
There you go.
So as we're going now, obviously again, Orange jumped out to the lead because they're you know the best.
You know,
team.
they're orange.
Yeah. But let's talk a little bit about the mechanics we're seeing here. I'm noticing people sort of using the terrain of the arena to their advantage to build up momentum.
Oh yeah, you know, pumping mechanic. What we see when they bend their knees and they start picking up speed is something that you do when you're very high up and that you want to pick up speed, and you have to leave the trigger as soon as you start going up because it's going to slow you down. But that technique is what allows, and we saw some of it in Acapulco earlier on, but that's what allows some of the players to jump super high in the arena. And it's a super strategy because you are so hard to catch when you are going extremely fast and you're jumping super high. It's very hard for someone that's trying to get the ball from you or just trying to intercept you to know exactly when they should time their tackle, you know?
Yeah.
So really there's a lot of practice that goes into gaining the most speed and having like the best kind of trajectory to travel the arena.
Absolutely. And I've been seeing every once in a while players will be calling for the ball. Is that them asking for a pass?
Exactly. Well, you know, there are two ways really you can do passes in Roller Champions. You can ask for the ball and your character is going to do like a little move to say, hey, I'm open. Pass the ball to me, and you're going to see it very clearly in the UI.
Yeah.
And if you're the player with the ball, you're going to see your teammate calling for it, and you can just pass the balls with a quick pass that we call. And it's gonna pass the ball to the player that's closest to you. But there's also what we call the old style or the classic pass, which is just you can throw the ball at any time and you can throw it whichever way you want. So you can either like throw it super far because you see that you're surrounded and you're about to get tackled and none of your teammates are there. But you can also try to do it manually and really just aim perfectly well at your teammate at the other end of the arena. And if you do it well enough, he's gonna catch it. So.
Oh, wow. So if you're passing, will that advance your progress around the lap?
What activates the neon is not the player, it's the ball. Okay. So if you do throw, and that's something that we saw yesterday during one of our matches, if you are at the third gate and you're about to light up the final gate and open up the goal, you can actually just aim your shot really well and throw super far, and then the last neon will activate and you will goal right away. You'll score a goal right away.
Oh, wow. Okay, so passing can definitely be advantageous just for advancing the ball. So it sounds like there's quite a few different strategies you can play into